since I need to accurately measure you, I couldn't help but notice that you're a little bit small, aren't you? You're a little bit small. Yes. So what I would like to do over the course of at least a few weeks, possibly even months, is I would like to monitor your growth, okay? I want to make sure that you are growing nice and healthily. Of course, pause here. Okay, I think we shall do the final observation utilizing the magnifying glass before we move on to a measuring device. Interesting. Good. We are off to an excellent start. Now, I am going to start to use this tape. Very useful for taking measurements of non-linear surfaces, non-straight surfaces that are curved, lumpy bumpy. Yes, that is the technical medical term. Lumpy bumpy. That's what the professionals use. The term the professionals use. That's why you may be unfamiliar with it. Obviously, you are not a medical professional. I am, though. I am a medical professional. Oh, of course. Well, I'm warming it up. I'm warming up my Tingles tape. That's what I'm doing. It's important. It's essential. It makes it more flexible, more fluid, more perfect for its job. Now, stay still for me. I need to take this measurement, okay? And this one needs to be very accurate. measurements so far, I must say, very interesting. Now, I've got an awkward little measurement that I need to take. It will take me a moment to get this perfectly aligned. Oh, it's a little bit difficult, actually, a little bit difficult to get it perfect. And we need it perfect. We absolutely need it perfect. We need the most accurate measurements possible so that when I take these again in the future, we can see growth. Or perhaps even shrinkage. Nobody wants to see shrinkage though, do they? Okay, let me just see the what. There, that's circumference there, that's circumference there. What is that? What is that? 6, 2, okay, circumference. Very good indeed. I'm just going to be moving you around a little bit, okay, during today's appointment. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind being manhandled. Right. We're going to go from the top here, and we are going to do a vertical measurement now. Okay, we're going to be doing a vertical measurement, looking specifically at the depth. So what is that? So we're going from the points, and then at the absolute base, maximize it at 61.1. Okay, 61.1. That's good. 0.1. Excellent. Let us see though if the corresponding depth down here is the same. I'm just going to push you back ever so slightly. Push you back, trying to get the most accurate measurement here. Okay, let us see here. How's that? That is aligned nicely, isn't it? That is aligned nicely. Taking it to the maximum depth once again. But is it the same as the previous? I don't think it is. Now there's at least 0.4 difference. At least 0.5 even. Difference. Interesting, there is a difference. There is a variation in the measurements here. I think we are going to have to get an awkward little one, aren't we here? We are going to have to get an awkward little measurement here to really be certain about the variations that we are seeing here, whether or not they are anything to be noted. I would say concerned, but there is no concern here. There is no concern. Okay, so that we're looking at 68.1 for this point here. I just want to quickly check the other diagonal corresponding to this corner here. Is that immediately you can see a difference there. Immediately there is a clear difference in the depth of this measurement compared to the previous diagonal of the lower corner. We're looking at a difference of at least 0.3 from this one. At least 0.3. Interesting. Okay. This one. Just trying to get a general look actually to see what these measurements are really telling me. It's just I've never really noticed it before observationally until I've taken the measurements, and now that I'm aware that the difference exists, I cannot unsee it. their salt in the measuring industry. They know the power of the yellow metal measuring tape. The yellow metal measuring tape. And not only do they know the power of it, but they know the smell of it. I love that smell. I love that smell. The smell of metal. Peculiar metal measuring tape smell. It's delightful. It's delightful. Okay. My apologies. I'm getting distracted. Stay right there. I'm going to take some deep measurements. Interesting, okay, that's good. Large field. Points heaven. Okay, I do need to repeat that in a few different locations, okay? I hope you'll bear with me and I hope you will attempt to stay as still as possible. There is a difficult moment where I must align it. And it needs to be absolutely perfect, okay? Absolutely perfect. Otherwise, the measurement is moot. Let's get on with it. Let's go to the second measurement of the metal tape. The measurement. Good. Okay, these measurements are proving to be quite symmetrical so far, but I have only taken two. We need to take more. To ensure the symmetry, okay? That was a good measurement there. Difficult to get it perfectly aligned for a moment, but then we got it. We're working quite well as a team. You are remaining nice and steady for me at the perfect moments. Thank you so much. You're doing an excellent job. Still, a few more measurements though, okay? just a second for me, okay? I need to get this one lined up nice and neatly. Okay, down the, that's it, isn't it? That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it to get the most accurate. Wait a second. Okay, line this up there. That is going to be perfectly 10. There's no way that's perfectly 10. Is that measurement accurate? There is no way that is accurate if it's perfect, surely. Not even a single decimal place. Not even a single decimal place. There's no way. Okay. I'm surprised by the perfection of that measurement. As in the number. Let's see the corresponding measurement. Oh, interesting. Longer on this side. Longer. Hang on. That's it, isn't it? That's the way to do it. So if we got this aligned with the corner there accurately, very good. This one. This is longer, and there is a decimal place for this one. There is a decimal place for this measurement. More of a little curvature at the end there. We're looking at 13.4. Interesting. You know what? My little patient. I do believe that I have got sufficient measurements from you today. Yes, indeed. I've got so many things written down here on my little clipboard. I think I can go away and recreate an accurate model of you if necessary. And I think that is necessary. And I think that we must repeat this appointment in the future. I would say at least once a month, I believe would be optimal, and doing it over a large scale period of time, that would get the most accurate results. Imagine plotting those results on a graph. Yes, I can see it now. It will be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, my little patient. Thank you so much for staying so still during today's appointment. You did so well. I hope you enjoyed yourself despite the fact that it is a little bit of a slower appointment today. Yes. Any questions for me? No questions. That's perfect. You never have questions for me, and I love it. It's so annoying when I have to talk and explain trivial things to my patients. Just Google it. You know what I'm saying? Just